Boom, we are live. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon,
Good morning.
good evening, wherever you are in the world, at whatever time you are watching this broadcast. This is Stan Shields and Dr. Victoria Boyd. How are you this morning, Dr. Boyd?
I am fantabulous.
She makes up words. I like it.
Yeah, I make up words.
Well, let's see, before we dive into the show, let's make sure that we ask people that whatever platform that you're watching on, we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. So whichever platform you're on, please like, subscribe, or follow, whatever the case may be for the one that you're on, and join us as we do future broadcasts as well. Now, today's show is going to be a really fun show. We have two guests with us today, and we're going to go ahead and bring our guests on screen here, and I'm going to introduce them as I bring them up. So we've got Dr. Elizabeth Klaman, and we have Kemya Scott. I always want to say your name wrong. I always want to add like Kim Ra or something. I don't know, but it's, Kemya Scott, right? So Kemya is the social media expert, along with, she's a podcaster. She does other things, marketing guru. And then Dr. Elizabeth Klaman is a speaker and author. She might even have a podcast. I don't know, but she is a naturopathic doctor. Is that correct, Doc?
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you and learn more about all of that. So that's pretty cool stuff. So we welcome both of these ladies today. They are both speakers at the upcoming Systems Summit. So before we dive completely into talking with them and so forth, let's have Dr. Boyd tell us what is Systems Summits and what's coming up with it and so forth.
I am so excited. System Summit is a program that evolved from the Philanthropreneur Foundation, which I am president and founder. It is a nonprofit, and we have a brick and mortar training center. But with times and having to close things, we needed to offer something that was virtual to continue to do the service and the work that we do. System Summit was born. It is a program for micro businesses, nonprofits, because that's where we generally got most of our inquiries, where we centered most of our work. So it will help those small businesses, the micro businesses, really look at systems and processes. We offer this 4 times per year: January, April, July, and October. We're excited. Our next one is January 27th and 28th. We have some dynamic speakers literally from around the world, from coast to coast in the US and Spain. So I'm excited to get this down. We're in our countdown. Registration is open. You can register free right now for 48 hours access to all of the presentations. But if you want lifetime access, really consider the upgrades, and there's 2 of them available. So System Summit. Go to Amazon, get your System Summit journal right now. It will help you take notes during the summit, not summer. But it will also be a great tool when you're meeting with other business owners, and you can keep them all organized and know where to find them instead of on those little napkins. I know we all have the pile of napkins and can't ever find the one we need. So that's our System Summit.
Or sticky notes, right? We have sticky notes. And so there's sticky notes are hanging around everywhere. So we tend to write on those things, right? So good. So let's do this. Let's have Dr. Boyd, I want to have you introduce, or maybe just even talk a little bit more about how this came about with Dr. Elizabeth Klaman for her speaking at this. And then we're going to have Dr. Klaman give us more on her background. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, we do a full call for speakers, and anyone out there listening now, if you're interested in being a speaker, go to systemsummit.com, and at the top you'll see a tab that says Be a Speaker. Gives you all the outline. You submit an inquiry, and then we sort of take it from there. This is truly a marketing asset for speakers because there's not many summits out, and I want to say we're one of just a few that really provide our speakers with a full platform of marketing tools. You get promo deck cards, personalized deck cards, email swipe copy, Two of our speakers right here are on our podcast that we're promoting, and it goes on and on and on of how we help support our speakers. So please, that's what the path that both Kemya and Elizabeth, Kemya was actually on our first one. She's a founding speaker.
That's right. That's right. So
yes, but we love just talking to our speakers, introducing them to the community through our podcast, through many actually levels that we have. So Dr. Elizabeth there, she helps people tell their stories, which is always, if you know anything about me, I'm a storyteller. I even have a book coming out called I Am a Philanthropreneur, and it's all about businesses telling their story about how they're engaged in the community. So Dr. Elizabeth, I know I cut your name short. I'm sorry. Please introduce yourself and give us a little bit of your background and just get us fired up.
Just to get you fired up. Okay. I like fired up. But I'm not much of a morning person. We still got a few minutes in the morning here where I am. But I'll do my best. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Klaman. Like they said, I'm a naturopath, and a naturopath is a natural health doctor. So I have a doctorate degree in naturopathic medicine. And the way that I use that is by helping people tell their stories. And I help business owners and authors and entrepreneurs tell their story and brand themselves or brand their business with their story. And then I also help people who suffered trauma, like I did as a child, tell their story to help them heal. And that has how I found a way to help people in a lot of different areas. And like Dr. Boyd said, I am just a natural storyteller. My grandmother told me stories. I never remember her reading us books. She always told us stories. And I learned great storytelling from her. And there's just nothing like a personal story for somebody to get attached to you and learn about you and know who you are. There's no better way to introduce yourself to somebody. There's no way to make yourself or your business more memorable to other businesses and to other people. I am a military spouse, and I have 3 grown children and 4 bonus grandchildren, and our first grandbaby coming in March. So I'm excited. I get to finally rock a baby. And that's what's so great about having your own business, because you can do that. You can take some time off and rock a baby.
Anytime you want to.
Yes,
absolutely.
I love it.
Well, we so appreciate you really coming on board to be a speaker, because the value that you can bring our attendees, it's immeasurable, because I believe in stories. So thank you once again for being on, and we're excited to have and see what you have to offer on January 27th and 28th.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited.
What is your topic going to be? I mean, is it going to be storytelling? I mean, what's the title?
It's the 5 secrets of storytelling.
Okay.
And I don't have it right here in front of me. I thought I would have it in front of me, but it's how to brand yourself and brand your business with your story, so that you can attach your audience will attach to you, or your clients will attach to you, and it will help you increase your sales. It'll help you with lead generation. It will help you with branding. If you think about stories are everywhere. Commercials right now. One of the best branding commercials I could think of is the My Pillow guy. Every commercial is a story, and you remember him and the story. So he's the brand, but My Pillow's also the brand. So that's what I help people do, is help them be memorable with who they are, but also with the story that's attached to who they are and what they do.
Absolutely.
Nice. Very good. Very good. That actually kind of leads right into Kemya Scott.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What she does. Right? What's that?
Yes.
I have to give you credit, Kemya, because in one of my training recently, I was talking about creating titles and descriptions, and I use yours as an example. And I said, here's a great one. Social media, don't tape together your social media strategies with duct tape.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
I need to talk to Kemya when we're done, because I think I got some duct tape on my social media.
Yeah, I think we all kind of do, or at least I know I do. So Kemya was with us on the first summit and gave a very dynamic presentation. It was super exciting with what she had to deliver. But in this interview, when we did a interview with her on our show she just dropped bomb after bomb after bomb. I mean, literally, it was almost like, dang, that was a mic drop moment. That was another mic drop moment. She just had so many great nuggets to share with regard to how we're doing our social media marketing and all of that. So Kemya, let's have you come up and introduce yourself a little bit more and tell us all about Marketing Sparkler and how you got started and so forth. All right.
Yes. Thank you for having me again. I'm Kemya Scott, and online I'm known as Miss Kemya if you're ever looking to find me. Kemya with an M like Mary. And I am a marketing strategist and social media manager for small businesses. And what I do is help small businesses figure out how to market. In today's era, a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to post on Facebook. That's not a marketing plan. That is putting together and a duct tape to your social media strategy. And so I help businesses come up with the strategy, with the plan, not only figure out what platforms you should be using as relates to social media, but what you should be posting, how you should be engaging. Because let's face it, marketing does not equal social media. Those are two separate things. Social media is a tool, it's a vehicle to use, just one vehicle to use to market your business. There are tons of ways to market your business, particularly digitally, since we're all at home. For the most part, we have to be at home. You know, the in-person belly-to-belly networking, all that's temporarily on hold. And so I have found that a lot of businesses, the ones that were doing belly-to-belly networking, they were doing great. But a lot of the businesses I've talked to, once we were no longer able to do that, the marketing kind of ceased. And they don't really know what to do. And then they'll go pick all the social media platforms, create profiles, and try to post on all the social media platforms. That's usually ineffective because that's really a full-time job. So you have to figure out where your audience is, how you should be marketing, what your budget is for marketing digitally, and finally, what are you going to say to hook the people to get them engaged in your content, want to know what you offer, want to know how to buy your products and services. And so that's where a person like me comes in, and I help you figure those things out and really map out a strategic plan so that you don't have to put together your plan with duct tape. You do have an organized system of what to post, when to post, and how it relates directly to the products and services you want to sell. Because let's face it, we can all post on social media, but if you're a business owner, the goal is not to post. The goal is to engage and find customers and clients. Posting by itself does not do that. There's a litany of things and a strategy and a process that you have to put in place for it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
There
you
she
know,
goes
one of
again.
what's that? I know, right? Boom, mic drop. Right? It is.
Yeah, I'm already almost signed up.
It's pretty amazing when you start looking at what's happening with, I guess, from a social media standpoint. Most small businesses don't understand this concept of my post should hopefully drive people to come back to me in some way, right? Whether that's a landing page or some kind of a call to action or something that is going to get people to do something, take action, join something, whatever, right? And so now kind of along those lines, was it you, Dr. Elizabeth, that was talking about a challenge that you had? Did you have a challenge?
I did. I just did a 5-day challenge on Facebook, and I had 148 people participate in that challenge. And it was level up, get your visibility going in 2021. And we had a blast. I just went in and taught every day for 5 days, and I gave them gifts every day and prizes. And I had first, second, third place winners for people who got the most visibility booked. They didn't have to have it done within the 5 days, but booked just because I wanted to see my clients and my followers get their act together to start this year out, because we all had to pivot last year. We had to change the way we were doing things. I know I did, because most of my leads came from stage. And so I had to turn around and learn how to get leads in a different way. So that's what I was teaching them: blog posts and magazine articles and podcasts and, Facebook Lives, just to get them out there, get them introducing themselves to their audience and telling a little bit of their story. And so we had some amazing results. I had one lady that got 12 bookings in that 5 days. She won first prize.
Wow.
Awesome.
Now, were these people
Awesome.
speakers? Is that what that was?
They're speakers, they're coaches, they're authors. They're just from all different kinds of genres. And you can use storytelling in everything. I mean, storytelling works with everything. If the My Pillow guy can sell pillows with a story, you can sell anything with a story.
I have not seen this My Pillow guy. So
Yes, no, come on now. You haven't seen Topper? Pillow
I
Topper?
don't think so.
He's got everything. He even does dog beds now and
Yeah.
and all kind of stuff.
I
Yes.
haven't seen the dog bed. Oh, wow. But Dr. Elizabeth, you said something. I want to make sure people heard what you said. I said there are more ways to market than social media. You literally just told them that. You said blogs, podcasts, magazine articles. There are so many things you can do online that fall under digital marketing that are not social media. So social media is only one of the tools, and you literally just told them that. So I want to make sure they heard that, because I did.
I had a different focus every day of the challenge. So we had, writing visibility, and we had virtual visibility and social media visibility, and just different focuses. And they just loved it. They just thought it was great.
Yeah. And let's not overlook this tactic that she used, this strategy that she used of holding a challenge. A challenge is a great way to actually generate leads, generate engagement through all of that social media, right? It is a great way that a lot of businesses could use. And I know that it's funny, I keep looking at challenges and I'm like, I should really do a challenge. I should really do a challenge. And it's like, there's too many other things going on and I don't do a challenge, right? But it's one of those great tools that people should really take a look at.
Yes, and it's time consuming. If you do it, you really have to commit to it. So I started on a Wednesday and went through Sunday. So they had the weekend when they weren't doing as much to work on some of it. And then on Monday, we announced the winners. And I filled up my calendar for the month. I'm booked out for the whole month of January. I'm booking into February. So yes, it works.
And what you're doing and what we're talking about is actually is content marketing. It's what it is that you're putting in there. And the word challenge is a trigger for most people because, what do you mean you're challenging me? I can do that. I can do anything, So you automatically set something off. It's a call to action. It's a trigger for most people that they want to say, I got that. I can do this. And so just picking that right word, the word challenge, because you see challenge out there a lot because it's basically in your face. Are you good enough to do this? Can you meet the challenge? People just won't let that go.
Right. And you do that first, second, third, then they want those prizes. They want to be first. They want that, and they'll work for it. And they're working for themselves. They're not doing it for me. They're doing it to get their own visibility. But it absolutely worked beautifully. It was the first one I've done, and it worked absolutely beautifully. And they got great, great, great results. And I was so excited to see them get visibility like that.
Awesome. Now we had one of our other speakers. She's not on right now today, but she is watching, and she posted a little note that said hi. She's looking forward to the speakers, and so Louise Carruth is going to be one of our speakers, talking about how to calm the mind and the body with teeth. And so we'll.
Yes. That's a jam. Yes. Oh, I'm excited about that.
I mean, because we always talk about how our, entrepreneurs, us micro solopreneurs, we're stressed. She's going to tackle it. She's going to talk about the importance of taking breaks and being mindful of who you are, what you are, and what you're doing. So here we go. We have so many dynamic speakers and topics that they're not down that what I call that traditional path. More about this, more about some very unique perspectives of how to level up or even scale your business or just make it run more effectively and efficiently.
And absolutely can run more effectively if you do your schedule and you take your time out that you need. Because I deal with chronic pain from a car accident we were in 2005 that left me disabled and bedridden for 12 years.
Wow.
And I really have to listen to my body. And so I have to schedule in my breaks to give my body downtime to rest.
Yeah.
And I just thought I'd post, just show what Dr. T says right here of hello team, happy Wednesday. Word choice is key. Soft language is motivating, right?
Yes.
Good point there. Good point. So Kemya, let's talk a lot about your podcast for just a little bit. We haven't talked about your podcast, right? So tell us what you do on your podcast. How often?
I created it. I'm due for a new season. I created it as a content marketing vehicle, and I created it specifically as the audio version of my blog. That's what my podcast is. 90 to 95% of it is the audio version of my blog, because my blog can get pretty meaty. My posts can get pretty meaty, and you don't always, as a business owner, you don't always have time to sit and read and take notes, but you need the information. And I thought to myself, what's another way that people can consume my content on the go? That's why I started a podcast. And it's, wherever you listen to podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, you name it, it's there. But it's really an audio version of my blog. So all the tips and things, the tips, the tools that I share, if you don't have time to read, go listen to my podcast. You can
because I'm writing blogs all the time. I already have Philantrepreneur, podcast. Just repeat what I wrote.
Exactly. Okay. So that's what I do. I make life very easy. I have so much content. Where am I putting it? I don't have to make 5 graphics to post on Instagram. I just hit record, upload that podcast, and then ready for another one, I embed that episode onto the blog post. So if you get to the blog post, it's in the first couple of paragraphs. I say, if you don't have time to read the full post, click play and listen to the podcast. There you go.
How smart is that? Oh my God. Now I have an iPhone now, but I used to have an Android phone, and the podcast app was called Podcast Addict.
Okay.
And that really describes me. Podcast addict. I love podcasts.
Okay.
Right?
Awesome.
So your content is for people like me that will more likely listen to it. And I used to do it better because we used to drive around to meetings and all of that in the car a lot, right? So that time in the car was so well spent listening to either podcasts or audiobooks, right? So putting that content on a podcast, right? So that people can listen to it while they drive or while they work out or while they clean house or whatever it is that they do. A podcast is such a great tool. It's such a great way to go, right? It does take work. It does take some work.
Yes.
But like everything, if you get it systematized, which I'm sure that's what Kemya did, you get it systematized so that now you take this one piece of content and now it becomes multiple pieces of content. You get so much more mileage out of it.
I'm all about repurposing content. That's one of my main things. I work smart, not hard.
Yes. And
that's one of those.
I do the same thing. I record a training video and put it on YouTube, and then I transcribe it and use it as a blog post.
Exactly.
And then I'm starting a show on Roku on the Soul Wind channel, and then I'll repurpose that on the show as well. And then I pull nuggets out of there to make my graphics to pull people back to the blog. So
Exactly.
I do the same thing, but just not with the podcast. I'm going with TV.
Yeah. But you just need the one meaty piece of content,
Right.
and you can repurpose that thing for whatever you need it for.
Yes.
Whatever you need it for. You just have to start with the meaty content and pick your favorite platform. Do you want it to be video? Do you want it to be a blog? Like you said, do you want it to be TV? Whatever that first meaty piece of content is, then from there you repurpose it and plaster it all over the place.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And boom, mic drop. So now, if you enjoyed this episode, this show with all the nuggets of information, make sure you sign up for System Summits. It's at systemsummits.com. Go get signed up so that you don't miss these ladies. They are super powerful. There's so much great information that's going to come from not just them, but all of the speakers that we have, right?
Yeah.
So go and get signed up immediately. Ladies, let's see. Let's start with Dr. Clamon. Any last words that you'd like to say as we wrap up the show? Now, you actually have a call to action here.
I do. I'm offering a free consult. You can't get in January, but you can catch me in February. And then March is out because I'm going to be rocking a baby. So I'm taking March off. But yes, if you want to come and do a free expert storytelling consult with me, we will dig into your signature story and start putting out those plot points and the beginning and the end so that you can have your audience laughing, crying, buying, and get invited back every single time.
All right, good. Now, Kemya, I'm going to have you talk just for a second here. But before I do that, I have a commercial from our sponsors that I need to play. So let's hang tight for a second. All right. Now that, and I'm going to give a plug for Dr. Boyd here because she's having fun playing with all this video and doing this creative for all of these. And so that is well, you know what? Let me just play this real quick here. Hang on. Boom. She's like the video queen here of putting these things together, right? And so that's something that if people are interested in or need some help with that, she can help them with those little short, quick videos that will promote products or services or sponsorships or any of that kind of stuff. So how about you, Miss Kemya? Do you got some final words for people?
Yes. One thing I want to tell people is that since I was on the first summit, the difference with Systems Summit is that the presentations are value adds. They aren't sales pitches. I think that is such a key piece because I sign up for all types of virtual events. My business has been 100% virtual since 2012. So I sign up for tons of events all the time. The difference with Systems Summits, like I said, is the presentations are value. They're value packed. You will need a notebook. You will take notes. They are not sales pitches. They aren't, 20 minutes about how wonderful I am, which has no value for you. It's a presentation where you're taking notes, you're getting ideas, and every speaker, that's the way they actually design System Summits, is that it has to be value packed. It can't be a sales pitch. And so I find that to be one of the differentiators with this particular summit. So if you're still on the fence and you haven't signed up, as a previous speaker, I'm back again. I highly encourage you to sign up because, like I said, it's not a sales pitch. you will walk away with actionable, tangible items and ideas and information that you can use to immediately implement in your business. So I thought that was significant to add because that's what sets this summit apart.
And and you are, I want to say, a testimonial to because you came back.
Mm-hmm.
They say, if a person comes back, that means you had to have done something right. Yeah,
Yes.
we're always tweaking and trying to make it better. But the fact that you as a speaker came back to do it again, I thank you, as the creator of System Summit, because that means it meant something to you. And so I hope, we can get more speakers. Not, yeah, we want new speakers, but if you have new content, and it's educationally driven, because that's where my grounding is, education, awareness, and resources. It's not a speak to sell. And thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's why I came back. I'm not, there are platforms for different things, but I like the educational aspect of it because I like to teach. As you can tell, I'll tell you what to do. You ask me, I'll tell you what to do. That's what I like. I like providing a value. So finally, if you want to connect with me, I live at marketingsparkler.com. I have a whole resource hub full of freebies. I have low cost planners. Everything I do is to help small business owners from a marketing standpoint. And then I have some things about productivity. I'm all about saving time, being more efficient. And so you can find, contact form, freebies, ebooks, it's some videos on there, some workbooks. There might be some checklists. I have a monthly subscription box. It's all marketing done for you template. So you can find everything you need to know about small business marketing. You can find it at marketingsparkler.com.
Nice. That is
I'll
exciting.
be on there as soon as we're done.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh boy, you better take your phone off the hook.
I like it. I love it. I love marketing. I love talking about marketing. I love marketing strategy. I love helping people work smarter and not harder. It doesn't have to be difficult if you put the systems in place. So that's what I like to talk about.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, Dr. Boyd, any final words? Any last words?
No, just if you want your journal, they are on sale on Amazon. You can actually, the short link is systemsummit.com/journal. Oh, look at, we both. It is a 200-page journal with each section divided. It has a little overview of what that content, what project management is, what business development is, little dog ears that you fold down. So then it becomes so you can find each section real easy, take notes, the section in the back for our unique themes. You can even keep some contacts, phone, email, and addresses in the tiny little phone book area that's in the back, which of course I can't find it because I'm trying there. Well, you can't really see it, but it's like a tiny, but it's universal. You should get one. It probably should last you about a year, just like you would any journal, but it's divided for the business owner.
Awesome.
I love
I'll be heading over there when we're done too.
That's where I'm heading. I'm heading over there to get one.
And just know that $5 is a donation to the Philanthropreneur Foundation. So you are giving back.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
That's
right.
I
Now,
give
Kemya,
of all of my proceeds to military spouses organizations because that's near and dear to my heart, having been a 30+ years military spouse.
Wow. Kemya, do you remember in that first interview, the conversation we were having about going and getting a journal?
I remember. You know I do. And I saw that. I said, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I like. Yeah.
Right after that,
that's right.
I created the journal and published it.
That's right. That's right.
Implement.
Exactly. Get these nuggets and implement. Exactly.
Is it. All right. Well, ladies, thank you again for being here today. We truly appreciate it. I'm so looking forward to the summit and hearing your talks at the summit. For those of you viewers, please make sure that you subscribe, like, or follow, depending on what channel it is that you're watching this on, and join us for future broadcasts. We will also be doing more speaker interviews next week. We will have some on Monday and we will have some on Wednesday. next week. So be sure to join us for those live broadcasts, and we will see you next time. All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.